Hello, hello, welcome everyone. It's a wonderful Monday morning. Hello, gratitude, welcome, welcome, welcome. How are you? How is everyone this great Monday morning? It says Magnificent Monday, Mindful Monday. So remember, this world is what? Make-believe. It's all make-believe. We're all make-believing something to be true, right? Now there's a universal truth and then there's individual truth, right? The universal truth that we accept the knowing of that we're spiritual beings, that we're energetic beings, that we're light beings, right? Then you have your own individual truth. What you assume to be true will be true for you. It won't be true for anyone else, just true for you. Hey, 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 King Bruce. I'm doing awesome, doing magnificent. Yes, that's great to hear. Hey, Gigi. I'm doing awesome. How are you, beautiful? How are you? This world of imagination. Just my imagination once again. Hey, running away with me. Yeah. Hey, so it's just my imagination once again. Running away with me. Hey, what are you imagining? Whatever you're imagining, you're creating. That's why I say you are creators. It's not that you are physically doing anything to make a thing happen. It's your thoughts coming to an expression. We are here to experience thoughts, and that's exactly what we do. We experience our thoughts. Consciousness, the I am, the supreme being, the one, the all, the one mind, the one consciousness says, I don't care what it is you imagine. You get to choose, and whatever you imagine, that's what it will be. Wrong, right, good, bad, nightmarish, fantasy, whatever it is. Doesn't matter. You get to experience it. Whatever thoughts you bring into being, or whatever thoughts rise up in your mind, you're going to create that. Oh, thank you, Gigi. I get it done right in my bathroom. Right in my bathroom, Gigi. I do my own hair. With a little blow dry and some flat irons. And I didn't even, I wrap it up every night. So I just did a little. I didn't even flat iron the whole. I did a few parts. Ran that flat iron through it. And voila. And brushed it out. And here you go. You want to see it? Here it go. Hey, Afro. Hey, Kelly Janae. Hello, Black Souls. Howdy, howdy, howdy. You say you too? Right. Yes. Hey, that girl. Hello. I just decided to get on this screen a little bit. Let me see if I can I? Yeah, okay, there we go. Y'all can see my face a little bit. Trying to adjust what you can see. I don't know. Oh, now I made it a circle, y'all. Look at that, I made it a circle. Isn't that something? I wasn't even trying to do that. But I was trying to get you all to see all of the words on the screen. And look, I made a little circle. I kind of like the little circle. I like the circle better than the square. All right. My little round face right there. Oh, thank you, Kelly Janae. Yeah, you know, I love a nice little filter. Hello, Kevin. So you don't accept it. Does moving away mean you can't be together? Put my glasses on. Oh, I can do that? Oh, sure, thank you. It ain't letting me do that. See, every time I try to stop, I want you to stop moving. Interesting. Right, circle of life. Hello, wealthy, wealthy rise. Wealthy rise. And put the glasses on. That's it, Cece. Everything is constantly working out for us. Yep. As long as we decide that's our truth. That's it. Just make a decision and everything always works out for you. No matter what's going on, no matter what's happening, it's always working out for you. Right? And we're deciding here to only speak life, to only speak the way we want things to be. That's how we're going to continue to speak, as though we're already the person we desire to be. What does that look like? How do we show up? What are we giving thanks and gratitude for, right? What are we appreciating in this moment? In this world of make-believe, what are we make-believing that's true for us, right? And it all comes down to being. Who are you being? Let's see. I got this up here a little bit. Let me bring this down. Like that better. Okay. Doing some little adjustments. Yes. So it's always 4 steps to manifesting. You can decide what you want. You get to give thanks for it. That's your prayer. Acknowledgement that the thing that you asked for already exists. You're not trying to make a thing, so you're commanding a thing to be so. It's already there. The thing that you're asking for already exists. You're just going to... The giving thanks of it is you telling you, yeah, I believe this thing. And then you're going to keep believing it. You're going to keep accepting it, right? You're going to keep acknowledging it. You're going to remain faithful to it. You're going to continue to persist in it. You're going to be diligent about it. And you're going to learn how to be still and do nothing. You aren't doing anything to make it so. You can't make a thing happen. Things happen based on what? Your beliefs about it. It's your beliefs that bring a thing into your experience. And it causes you to get great ideas, and it causes you to do things naturally without you even knowing that's what's taking place. The way will be shown to you. All of your businesses that you're desiring to have, more clients and, and to build it up, that's going to happen naturally because you believe it already to be so. It's because you believe that you have a successful business that you'll start to see a successful business. But you first have to believe it's already a successful business without needing any evidence. See, if you need evidence of it, then you're going to try to work to make it happen. And I'm not saying that's not a way. That's definitely a way. That is a way. There is a way that seemeth right unto a man. There is a way. But that way ends in what? The scripture says it ends in destruction. You may end up getting the thing you want through force, right? Through struggle, through strain. I'm not saying you can't get it that way, because many people have labored, right? They said sweat, blood, and tears, you know. They said, oh, they had to fight and struggle and compromise and sacrifice so much. Now that's the way. I choose the other way. Light and easy. I'm going to allow things to come to me because I'm going to learn how to be still and be in the knowing and allow things to develop all on their own, because they'll develop all on their own based on who I say I am. And since I'm saying I have a successful business, the successful business must express itself in a way only the business knows how. Only the desire has its own way of manifesting. You know, no two businesses operate in the same way. No two people got successful the same way. Everyone is individual, and everyone is going to reach their level or status of success in their own wonderful way. That's what makes you unique. That's what makes you different. That's what makes you an individual. Hey, okay. Say hey, Tori. Yes, okay, you want me to give an example of the 4 steps? I think I was doing that. All you know is what you've asked, but the time in between is an adventure or a surprise. Yep, that's it, CC. I realize I always get what I want in an unexpected ways that make me go, wow, yes. Oh, yes. I love the song that says, God will bless your plans. Absolutely. Yeah, but we can go over it again where we say an example of the 4 steps. So I'll use myself as an example, right? I decided that I wanted to share this truth, right? That was a decision I made. And so my prayer was giving thanks for already being able to share with as many people as possible, especially with the technological advances that we have at our fingertips, you know, that we have in this, you know, where we're physically focused in this time-space continuum, right? So social media has made it a great platform to be able to reach as many people as possible, right? So I give thanks for my hundreds of thousands of millions of people that get to see me share this information with as many people, you know, on a daily basis. And I'm going to remain faithful to that, knowing, even though at this time it may appear that I'm only reaching XYZ number of people, but my goal is to reach this number of people. I'm not going to allow the circumstances or what it appears to be at this moment in time. I'm not going to go by appearances and get discouraged and try to say, well, why is it not happening? Why is it taking so long? Oh my goodness, I've been doing this for several months and I only have this amount of people and I only had certain, you know, I really haven't really went viral yet. Oh my goodness, what's going on? Nope. That's what I don't do. I know when I continue, because I do this because I love it, and I know everyone is seeing it that's supposed to see it. And as long as I continue to remain faithful to this knowing that, yes, I've already reached the hundreds of thousands, the tens of millions of people already. That's already done. I don't have to worry about how it's going to happen. I just continue to share this message and know that the message is reaching that a number of people. And I just continue to do it, and I remain faithful to it. And every day I give thanks for that knowing. And I'm not trying to figure out how or what. Now, when I do pray, I do say, like, infinite intelligence knows exactly what I need to say in what video that's going to reach the right amount of people, enough people that needs to see this in that moment at the time they need to see it, right? Because because even though we say we want to, you know, we want this message to spread worldwide, we want to make sure that millions and millions and millions of people see it. Everything happens in the way it's supposed to happen, and the moment it's supposed to happen, that you are ready to receive it. So I want to be ready to be able to reach that many people. And I'm not going to despise the day of small beginnings. Everything small, everything big started off small. Thank you, John. Right? The seed that's planted into the ground, the acorn, is the oak tree. Right? And the acorn is not in the ground saying, oh, when, oh, how am I going to become the acorn isn't complaining about how it's going to become the oak tree. It isn't trying to figure out the how and the when this is going to take place. No, it knows it's an oak tree. It absolutely knows that without a shadow of a doubt. And as long as it dies within, right? As long as it dies to the belief in being an acorn, it will naturally express being an oak tree. And so that's the type of mindset we have to have. Hey, hey, hey. Say, are we reading Neville today? Oh, no, I'm not reading Neville today. Hey, A-Town, great morning. Multi-millionaires, kings and queens. Yes, hey, Key, welcome, welcome, welcome. Blessings on blessings on blessings. Yes, yes. Yeah, we have everything we know we want once we know what's ours. Yep. So it's just about remaining faithful. And not getting discouraged, and not losing faith, and not, comparing or wondering, and just do what you love and do that, and just stay in your own lanes, and till your own garden, let the sun shine and let the rain flow on your own garden, and know that everything is going to happen in due season. Everything happens when it's supposed to happen, and whatever needs to happen will happen to bring your desire to fruition. And you just got to know that, and you just got to trust that. And don't allow worry and doubt to infiltrate and come in and rob you of your joy, and rob you of your desires, and rob you of, how you see yourself growing and expressing and expanding. Yep. So we have to die to the awareness of what we don't want. Yep. That's what we call detachment. That's what you're detaching yourself from. The old state, the old version. You can't be moving forward and still looking back. Who walks with their head turned? Who walks forward with their head turned around? No one. And even those who may physically can't see, right? When they're walking forward, they are using something as a guide, right? Familiarity. They're using the other senses. Their other senses are heightened to help them maneuver and navigate the world that they can't physically see with the eye. They use, right, a walking cane or something that, to let them know if they're going to bump into something, or, something is, and they may use a guide dog or animal, right, to help them along their way. Let something else be their eyes, but they are, more aware. They're using their ears and their nose to help them, and they're feeling their way through, right? Hey, Swaggetarius Prime. Well, I like that. Thank you. Oh, you're welcome. You're so welcome. And thank you for the support. Thank you. Yep. Say, I know how to do this. I believe in me. And that's all it takes, is believing in you. And you believe more in you when you apply this truth, right? It really is about trusting in you, right? How do you want to show up in this world? It doesn't matter what other people think. You came here to be a unique expression of the divine. That's what you are. You are a unique expression of the divine, of all there is, of consciousness. That's what you are. You are unique. There is no one else like you. And neither should there be. So when it comes to success in whatever area, you have to discover what works for you. And it should be the least amount of effort possible. I know the world told you it was all about hard work. That was the cap, as the young people say. That was the big lie. Work has nothing to do with it. It's about your mindset. It's your mindset. It's learning how to master your mind. Because everything you do is first based on your thoughts about it. It's your thinking that leads and guides you. Because if you had thought differently, you would have done something differently. But it's your thinking that puts you in these positions that you're in. And so it'll be your thinking that puts you in a different position. It's always your thinking. It's always what you think of you. It's always what you believe about you. It's always about how you're perceiving you. It's always that. Our behaviors are based off beliefs. That's why we are bombarded through advertisements, right? We're bombarded. I don't care wherever you go, wherever you at, whether you're watching TV or you're scrolling on social media, you're bombarded by advertisement, right? Repetitiously. They repetitively are telling you, you need to buy something, you need to try something, something's wrong with you. Constant bombardment. Every day, all day long. That's why you have to a lot of times turn off the noise. Shut off the noise. Go into your prayer closet, which is what? Your meditation. That's where you got to put down the phone. You got to turn off the TV. And you got to close your eyes. And you got to get quiet. And you got to figure out what's going on in your mind. What thoughts are constantly running in your mind. And just do that, but without any judgment, no criticizing. Just pay attention to what you think. Like, what do I really think? What do I really believe about money? What do I really believe about success? How do I really view relationships? Like, what have I accepted? And it isn't necessarily that's what you really wanted to accept, but you kept hearing it over and over again. You kept seeing it over and over again, and it became something that you just thought was true because everybody else was doing it, because everybody else was saying it. And then you sit with yourself and find out what you have accepted. And then if it no longer aligns with the truth of your being, if it no longer aligns with what you want to express, you start to change it. And how do you change it? You get new thoughts and you keep thinking those thoughts, and then those thoughts formulate your new beliefs, right? As Abraham Hicks reminded us, a belief is just a thought you keep on thinking. You kept on thinking that way. And so it became a what? A part of your behavior. You started acting based on what you believe to be true. And then once you decide to change your beliefs, your actions will change. They will be automatic. It will be natural. And so then it's all about, what are you deciding that you want? And paying attention that you remain faithful to that decision. You don't want to be double-minded, because double-mindedness, that's that back and forth. That's, I can have it, no I can't. I can have it, no I can't. I can have it, no I can't. You'll never get anywhere with back and forth. Decide what you want, believe it's yours, and remain faithful to it. Hey Clara, welcome. Remain faithful to it. And you don't, and I know it's like, well, what do I do when this happens? Well, what do I do when that happens? When the old thoughts appear, all you have to recognize is that they're old thoughts. That's it. And why are they there? Because it's habitual. You're used to thinking that way. That's it. You don't have to criticize it. You don't have to analyze it. You don't have to judge it. You don't have to recognize it. You do have to recognize that you're going back and telling the old story, so you can stop telling the old story. So you can stop saying, woe is me, I'm a victim, life is hard, it's a struggle. You want to be aware that that's what you're doing so you can stop it, right? The power of your awareness, right? That's why you got to do that self-assessment. That's why you got to be mindful. That's why you got to pay attention to what you're paying attention to. Like, how do you start your day? How do you get up? How do you reconcile your beliefs? How are we reconciling our beliefs? Are we intentionally programming our hearts and our minds for the day? Are we intentionally programming our hearts and our minds as we go to sleep? Is that intentional? Are we being purposeful about what we want to think? Well, Clara, you're contradicting yourself. So I feel like once you know the truth, you can't go back. You see it in everything. It's in plain sight. Right now, Clara, that was a double-minded statement. You can't say you believe it and then say but. Either you believe it or you don't believe it. Saying you need validation from your circumstances is saying you don't believe it. Circumstances align once you align, but you want the circumstances to change before you do. It doesn't happen that way. Your circumstances will never change before you change. Your circumstances confirm your change. That's how it happens. Just like standing in front of a mirror. The mirror doesn't smile without you first reflecting a smile. You have to smile first, right? In order to see yourself smiling in the mirror, right? As long as you're frowning, the mirror is only going to show a frown. So, as long as you keep saying that you don't have your desire, your 3D says you're exactly right. You don't have your desire. You're exactly right. Although it's there, it's always been there. But since you don't believe it, you're right. You can't see it. It's not until you believe it, that's when you'll see it. Well, that was wrong. I wasn't trying to invite anyone. Sorry. Okay. Hello, I love my sister Z Spirit. Hello, thank you. You're welcome. They say, what is a good way to stop feeling lack? You have to start thinking abundance. What are your thoughts about abundance? Start thinking abundantly. Start talking to yourself as though you already have everything you desire. What is your definition of abundance? What does abundance look like for you? Because the world you live in is an abundant world. This is an abundant universe. The only reason why you feel lack because you think lack. You have a scarcity mindset. So now it's time to have an abundant mindset. And so now you have to recognize this is what you do. You go in your closet. Do you only have one pair of jeans, Clara? Do you only have one shirt? Do you only have one pair of shoes? Is that all you see when you go in your closet? Or do you see choices? Do you see an abundance of choices? And even if you had like two pair of pants and three shirts, that's a good 8 to 12 outfits when you mix and match and change things around, right? Because of what? One pair of pants can go with 3 shirts, right? So that's at least 6 outfits, you know, that you can change around and do. And then if you have different shoes or different accessories, that also changes the style of the outfit, right? That's abundance right there. Yep, you certainly can manifest dating a slave. You can manifest whatever you desire. It's all according to your belief. Yeah, every time I think of something that I don't like, I redirect, but I don't always feel better. Okay, so now you have to talk to yourself. Now you have to tell your body how to feel. Now you have to remind yourself that all is well, that everything is okay. Okay, so when you redirect your thoughts, how do you want to feel? How do you think you should feel? How do constantly telling yourself how amazing life is, that you're wonderful, that you're beautiful, that you have wonderful gifts, that you have amazing gifts, that, you know, these gifts are, you know, God-given, they come from within, that no one can take them from you because no one gave them to you. Speaking well of yourself and constantly saying this to yourself. Now, here's the thing. The first time you said wonderful things to yourself, yes, your body probably is like, girl, please, you know that's not true. I don't even know why you lying to yourself. And then what are you going to say? You're going to be like, yup, you right. I don't even know why I'm lying to myself. Or are you going to say, no, this is the truth, and we're going to get used to this truth, and we're going to keep saying this truth, and we're going to keep impressing this truth upon us until we accept it, until it feels natural. Because this is the truth. You just never heard it. It's just new to you. But you're about to get used to this. Why? Because I'm going to keep saying it. And I'm going to keep saying it. And I'm going to keep saying it until I begin to believe it. I'm going to keep saying it until I accept it. And the more I say it, the more I will accept it. The more I spend time with myself, the more I love on myself, the more I begin to accept this love that I'm giving to myself. Yes, hey, Big D, I am wealthy, healthy, and abundant in every aspect of my life. That's it. Hey, Rashid, greetings. Your feelings will change once you accept the truth. Your feelings will change once you accept the truth. Have you accepted this truth? Because you said you redirected your thoughts, but you didn't believe them. You haven't accepted them. And so your body, which is the feeling mechanism, is telling you, we don't really believe what you're saying. You don't really believe this. You're saying it, but your heart is far from me. You honor me with your lips, but your heart, the heart of the matter, your acceptance, it being impressed upon you, hasn't made it yet. So guess what you have to do? It's like when you first learned how to drive a car. Did you get it the very first time you drove? Were you comfortable the very first time you drove? You kept doing it until what? When you got in the car, you didn't have to think about how to drive the car. You just know how to drive it. You felt comfortable the more you did it. That's how you got comfortable. You practiced. Same thing with thoughts. In order for you to get comfortable with the thoughts, you got to practice it. You have to rehearse it to impress it upon you. It has to be impressed upon you. But if you're going to let feelings deter you from your truth, then you may never realize it. You're letting your emotions dictate. You're supposed to dictate. You're the operant power. You're supposed to tell your body how to feel, but you have to keep doing it. You want to do it one time and be like, oh, it didn't happen, so it must not work. Okay. Did you do that when you went to go, when your first job you had, and maybe you didn't catch on right away? Did you quit and say, I'll never get this because I couldn't do it the very first time? Like anything we do, if we're not, great at it in the beginning, do we just give up and throw our hands up and like, oh my goodness, unless it's something you really don't want to do, then it's easy to walk away from it. And you be like, oh no, I tried that. I didn't really, because you really didn't want to do it. But when it's something that you really want to do, you don't give up just because the first time you weren't as successful as you thought you were. We despise the day of small beginnings. We're not appreciating where we are. We're not giving thanks. We're not in the state of thanksgiving or gratefulness. I'm going to tell you something, Clara, and I know this goes against a lot of what you probably heard from other, those on this spiritual journey, those other YouTubers, TikTokers that you heard, but your feelings don't matter. Don't nobody care nothing about your feelings. People do what they want to do based on their thoughts and could care less about what you feel about it. Do you know that? Did you know people don't take your feelings into consideration? They can care less about how you feel when they decide to do what they're going to do. That's how you have to be with your own feelings. That it doesn't matter what you're feeling. It matters what you're thinking. And your thoughts trump your feelings. But you're letting your feelings and your emotions rule. And so if you don't feel good, then you're going to stop telling yourself amazing things. So you're just going to stop talking to yourself wonderfully because right now it don't feel good to say it, because it feels weird to talk to yourself in an amazing way, to tell yourself that you're dynamic, that you're successful, that you're whole, that you're complete, that you're worthy, that you're deserving. And since it don't feel right, you're going to stop doing it. Hello, I am Star Quality. Hello, Jenny. Hello. Yes, you should affirm yep. Yes, gratitude. Hey, Grand Rising, Yolanda. Hello, Sage. We don't deal with remorse. No remorse in prayer. There is no condemnation to them that are in a higher mind. So remorse, regret, shame, guilt plays no part in prayer. We're not going to condemn ourselves for a thing we didn't know. Yes, because Clara, are you saying talking good to yourself doesn't feel good? Is that what you're saying? Help me understand what you're saying when you say you redirect your thoughts, but you don't feel better. So are you saying when you speak lovingly to yourself, when you remind yourself of how awesome you are, that you are worthy, that you are deserving, that you are more than enough, that you are generous, that you are kind, that you are patient, that you deserve every good thing that can come to your mind, are you saying that that doesn't feel good? Because I'm going to tell you, keep saying that until you believe it. I'm not going to tell you to change your thoughts about that, because that's the truth. Well, it has to be a constant thing. You have to constantly do this. This isn't I did it one time and then bam, I'll never ever have to do it again. When you thought the quote unquote negative or unwanted thoughts, you thought that over and over and over and over and over again. You're going to have to do that with the wanted. You don't put down your faith. You don't lay down your love. You don't set your joy up on the shelf. You take it with you everywhere you go. Yes, and then remember that you're not saying these things to get something, right? You're reminding yourself of who you are. Exactly. Yes, that's it. That's it, Tori. You're reminding yourself who you are. And in the beginning, yes, your body is rejecting this because it's used to the old story. It got comfortable with the lie. It got comfortable with the deception because that's all it knew. And now you're telling it's giving it, you're reminding yourself of who you are. But you'll find that the more you say it, and it doesn't take long either. This isn't no long journey. Not when you're doing it regularly. Not when you've truly made the decision and you stay with the decision. Hey, pretty as Lene. Yep, the mind is built from habit and programming. You're running the system, so change the program. Yep. If acknowledging wrongdoings leads to change, then sorry is the opposite of thanks. What's sorry going to do? What am I sorry about? And who am I saying sorry to? Who am I apologizing to? There's no sorry. There's no apologies. No regrets out here. Hello, for research. Hello. That's not what prayer is about. We have a misconception of prayer. That sorry, that apology, that's a church mindset. We don't think like the church over here. That comes from that church, that woe was me, that mindset, that saying I was a sinner and I'm sorry for everything I did and please forgive me and I didn't know what I was doing. And no, we don't live in that mindset. Oh no, prayer is about acknowledgement and thanksgiving. When you come to this understanding, you recognize that you are the source of all there is. And it was your thoughts that brought you into this experience, and it'll be your thoughts that changes the experience. So in my book, The Recipe for Life, up here on the screen where the 4 steps are taken, I redefine prayer for you. It's really simple. And it's from, my understanding from scripture and, like I said, studying Neville Goddard and Dr. Joseph Murphy and listening to Reverend Ike and a lot of metaphysicians out there, Florence Scovel Shinn and, Catherine Ponder. I mean, so many out there. Emmett Fox. And then when you apply it for yourself, then you know it for yourself, right? Prayer is gratitude, thankfulness, and praising for that which has already been accomplished, and not a begging or beseeching for a God to do something that is already done. Prayer is an allowing. It is a show of thanksgiving and appreciation. Since what is desired is always given, you only need to give thanks and appreciate it. Praying then is seen to be recognizing yourself to be that which you now desire. So prayer is the subjective appropriation of the objective hope. That's Neville Goddard. What you subjectively desire, you will objectively experience. So your prayer is acknowledgement that the desire, that the thing you ask for, you already have. I haven't read that book. No. We're not praying to do harm. This teaching isn't about trying to harm or hurt others. This is about recognizing the power that's within you and treating others as you would want to be treated, because you recognize that there is no other, that everyone is you. You recognize that there's only one consciousness, individualized, means undivided. And that everyone you come in contact with is just a projection of your thoughts. Everyone you come into contact with is based on your perspective, your perception of your reality, what you believe to be true. So if you have the mindset that you believe that there are such things as rude people, dishonest people, homeless people, depressed people, if you believe that these type of people exist, you'll get confirmation of those people in your world. If you believe that rich people are tyrannical and they're evil and they're hateful, and if that's how you believe rich people are, you'll get confirmation of that. If you believe that because you desire wealth and you desire to be rich, not only financially, but in the spirit, emotionally, physically, spiritually, then you'll decide to see that everyone is just your thoughts about what you accept. So you desiring wealth, don't you want to see that wealthy people are kind, generous, understanding, helpful, supportive, willing to share, willing to guide? Because that's the type of wealthy person you're saying you are, right? You're going to say, I'm kind, I'm generous, I'm supportive, I'm willing to share, I'm giving, I'm understanding, I'm compassionate. But then when you accept that that's what wealthy people are, you're going to get confirmation of that. So no, recognizing that other people have limited communication skills, so intentional. Well, that's your belief. So you'll experience everything based on your assumption. If that's what you assume, that other people have limiting communication skills, and because of that limitation of communication skills, they need to apologize to you in order to establish a form of understanding, then that's going to be your experience. I'm saying that's unnecessary. I don't need you to be sorry in order for me to communicate with you or to accept you as you are. I don't need you. You don't owe me anything. You don't owe me any apologies. You don't need to change in order for me to feel good or for me to be happy. I can decide to change how I think of you, and how I think, because I change how I think of you, my experience with you will be different. I know this to be true. I know because I changed my perspective of a person, my experience with them changed. Because I understand that I'm the only thinker in my world, thus I'm the only creator. I'm the only power in my world. And everything is a reflection of my beliefs. So it's my beliefs that I hold. That's what I see. That's how I experience my world. Because basically, from what I understand what you're saying, I need people to be different in order for me to be happy. Well, what if they're never different? What if they're never apologize? What if they're never sorry? Do I not be happy? Do I walk around mad? Do I hold grudges? Can I not do? Am I going to be in discontent the whole time just because another person hasn't seen it from my point of view? Just because they don't understand what I'm coming from, they don't understand what I'm saying. So I'm going to hold that against them. I'm going to be, my world is now going to be upside down because of their perspective. My life isn't based on another person's perspective. What another person thinks about me is none of my business. I could really care less what you think. It only matters what I think about me. That's all that matters. I don't live for the validation of others. When you live for the validation of others, you'll never be happy with self. No, people change the way they think of me because I change the way I think of me. People change the way they think of me when I change the way I think of me. The power lies within me, not within you. Facts, people have changed overnight in my reality because I changed my views of them overnight. There you go. Yes. Yes, it happened for me too. Yes. Yep. Hey, Monica. Hey, all love. Interesting. So, why are we judging and labeling other people's ability to communicate? Why are we, it sounds like that's thinking that another person is less than just because they communicate differently. Or they're like there's some superiority going on with, well, you know, unless you apologize to me, you'll never understand where I'm coming from. Why does someone need to apologize to you in order for the person to understand where you're coming from? Why is that a necessary ingredient? That's what it's called, all of the spotlight of affecting psychology. People can be self-conscious of themselves, like, example, they're here whole time no one is looking. Right, all love. Right, whole time no one is looking. Yup, because when you think people are judging you, it's only you. That's it. Or they just weren't around anymore now that I think of it. Yeah. Yes, I agree with that, Sage. I agree with that. Being different isn't bad. But I can't judge what another person is or isn't doing. That's something people have to come to a realization all on their own. I'm not here to diagnose anyone else's behavior. I'm only here to change my own. This is about self-actualization, self-realization. This is about recognizing that the world I'm experiencing, I don't really care for. So in order for me to experience something different in my world, I need to change me. This isn't about changing another person or getting another person to see me or to validate me or to see where I'm coming from or to understand what I'm saying. That's neither here nor there. When I move in love and kindness and joy and peace, but also be bold and confident and stand firm on who I know and what I'm saying, then it will be received from that same aspect. If it's not received, I won't be aware of it. Because this isn't about other people. This isn't about other people. The other people only come and play a part is when how you decide to interact with them. But your interaction with them should be from a place of love. If it's anything less than that, then that's where you need to, self-evaluate. It's only should be a self-evaluation. I'm not here to try to say, well, oh, you need to change. Oh, you got low this and you have low that and you have low this and you're not this and you're not. I'm not here to point fingers at people. Like, that's not what this world, that's not what my world is about, pointing fingers at others and telling others how they need to be different and they need to change. No, you need to recognize that for your own self. Any change that takes place needs to be because you desire the change and for no other reason. It's because you desire it. Oh, okay, spotlight effect. Thinking everyone's judging and criticizing you in their head. Okay. Hey, Saturn. So I just dealt with someone who has extreme spotlight effect. What? Tried to change them. So I agree. I lost interest in what others were doing or how they thought of me or treated me. Yep. Yes, I had a whole exam on this topic. Oh, did you? Nice. Okay. Judging ourselves, judging others, and judging situations, self-evaluations, etc. Yeah, it was too much work, child. I know that's right. Too much work. Too much work. You got enough to deal with yourself while you sit up here trying to figure out what somebody else got going on. Like, because when it all comes down to it, eventually you have to do the work. It all stems from within you. It's by your own works are you rewarded, not for the work of someone else. You're rewarded for your own works. Oh, you're so welcome. So we can have opportunity to receive if we give acknowledgement to change. It's change. Apology. It's change behavior. Okay, so I guess it's determined by how you define apology. Right. So the apology is coming from within. So I guess I wasn't taking it from that aspect, Sage. I was more or less taking it from, from the world's aspect with apology. Like, thinking you have to go to another person and, express your faults and where you went wrong and the mistakes and errors that you made. I know that simply is not a requirement for true change. True change only comes from you deciding to be different and not living in regret or remorse or shame or guilt. Operating from those states keeps you from actually experiencing the change. There's no reason to judge yourself for past behaviors when the past behaviors were based off of ignorance. You just didn't know. So if you just didn't know that your thoughts created your reality, why do you need to apologize for that? You only need to stop thinking that way. You just need to choose to think differently. That's it. Yes, Monica. Say yes. I say I know we are a little different in our wording. Yes. Yes, intention. Yes. Hello, mermaid. Welcome to the community. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yes, because hello, I am Tracy. Yes, Sage. So I use a lot of biblical principles because I accept that the Bible is psychological truth. That the Bible is all psychological drama. It's all about the mind and how to use the mind and to reconcile things within your own self so you can express something differently in your world. How to bring your heaven down to earth right? To express your joy, your peace, your love, your kindness. And the only way you can do that is that you cannot have condemnation. You cannot live in the past of regret and remorse and shame and guilt and judgment and criticizing and analyzing every little thing, every little moment you did before you understood who you are. When you didn't know who you are, you made choices based off not knowing who you are. Now you're going to make choices based off who you do know you are. Now you know that you're God. You're the God of your experience, right? You're the individualized version of all there is. Now you're going to operate from that mindset. And so that mindset forgets about the past. That mindset doesn't keep any records of any wrongs. That mindset isn't imprisoned by past experiences or failures or mistakes or missteps or whatever you want to call them. I stopped calling them that. I called them experiences. That's all they were. They were experiences. In ignorance. I didn't know who I was. I forgot who I was, but now I remember who I am. And so now I'm going to choose to operate from that mindset, from that place. That's what I'm doing. Yes, don't live in past ignorance. Acknowledging now thinking to tend to present obstacles, opportunities. Yes, and there's only opportunities. That's it. So many blessings I've received by simply changing and saturating my mind with my new story. Yes, CC. You just have to prove it to yourself over and over again that there's no way you could doubt it. That's it. That's it. Thank you guys for the follows. Thank you. And it's about remaining what? Committed to the new story. We say be committed. We say persevere. We say be intentional. We say be purposeful. We say be mindful. We say decide. We say be diligent. We say be steadfast, right? We use all these different words and we're just all saying the same thing. And then we use the word believe, and we use the word know, and then we use the word accept, and then we use the word, right, trust, and we use the word faith. We're using those words interchangeably, right? We're using those as synonyms or, making them synonymous to one another, right? And that's all I'm here to do. That's all we're in this community to do, right? To help one another remain faithful to their story, faithful to what it is they desire to express, whatever we're desiring, right? We're all here to be our brother's keeper. Am I my brother's keeper? Yes, I am. Yes, I'm here to help you keep your eye on the prize. I'm here to help you keep tunnel vision. That you're not veering to the left or veering to the right, that you're tunnel vision. That's it. You're keeping your eyes on the prize. You're remaining faithful to your desire. So we're going to choose to speak as though it's already here, right? So when we comment in the chat, we're talking about how amazing the experience is, the journey of unfoldment is. We're basking in the belief of what it is like now that we're, the multimillionaires, or even if you're not putting a dollar amount on it, that you're just totally free to be you. Or like you say, totally free to be me. I'm free. I can go wherever I want to go, whenever I feel like doing it. And I can do it for as long as I desire to do it. Right. So if I want to travel and I can, instead of a 3-day, I can take a 2-week. Or a 3-week. And then when I travel, guess what I get to do? I get to travel first class or private. Or even if I don't get to, even if that's not even a thing, I fly economy. But I can fly any day of the week and get there and come back any day of the week. And I get to go wherever I want to go. If that's a desire, right? Some of us don't desire to travel. And that's okay. Don't try to make it a thing just because everybody else doing it. If that's not your thing, if your thing is not traveling and your thing is, I just love dining out. And my bucket list is to go to a Michelin restaurant. I want to go and taste some of the foods of some of the top chefs in the world or in the country, right? Or maybe I'm just really into fashion and, I've learned how to style things and make things, you know, even though they may not even cost a whole lot, I can make them look really, really expensive. I have a flair for design and for fashion. Like whatever it is you're desiring to do, to be be a singer, entertainer, or play sports, or be a teacher, or professor, or a counselor, or a carpenter, or a construction worker, whatever it is, right? Whatever it is that you're saying, yes, I can. Yes, I can. Yes, I am. I am this. And now what does that look like? Oh, I'm building this and I'm building that, and I have this and I have that. Oh, you're welcome for research. You're welcome. Love to you all. Let this be a signal that you're exactly where you need to be, and that's work, and it's working out. That's it. It's working out. Yes, I am the way, the truth, and the life. That's it. What is Mayamoto Mott? Is that how you say that? Hello, Baba, I am. And keep telling yourself that. Keep reminding yourself that. Keep giving thanks. You do this daily. You do it, whenever your desire comes into your mind, because it will. You just say, oh, I'm thankful for that. Some people like to say, Father, I thank you that you always hear me. And because you always hear me, I know that you have given me my request. You have honored my request and you've given it to me. And I'm thankful for that. I'm so thankful, Father, that you always hear me. Because you always hear me, you always give me exactly what I've asked for. And I am thankful for that. Father, I'm so thankful that you hear me. Whatever it is that makes it feel normal to you and gives you joy and peace and understanding and acceptance of the thing that you've asked for. Whatever you can say to yourself, right? Yep, the universe is so intelligent. You couldn't imagine the things that you are shifting. Yep, that are shifting for you. You can't. And I know so many people are so concerned about the movement. If they're seeing movement, you don't get to see seeds take root in the ground. You don't get to see a baby develop and mature. Stop looking for things on the outside to confirm what's going on within. Just know it's happening. And you don't need to see every little single detail. You don't need to know every little thing. You got to learn how to trust that the greater part of you, the universe, which is you are the universe, the divine mind, the intelligent mind that is animating your body. That's who you are. And it's working out every little detail for you. That's what you should take peace in, that you don't even have to know the details. You don't even got to worry your pretty little head about it or your handsome little head about it. You don't even have to worry about it. You don't even have to try to figure out the next move. The next move has already been prepared and it's already well with thee. Hey, free gang. So do you think you can affirm but not a lot of feeling behind it? Robotica affirming pretty much, I'm asking. Most definitely, because here's the thing. A lot of these techniques that you all are talking about getting something. You're not trying to get something. It's about being. So yes, it's easy to get things. We talked about that, right? It's so easy to get things. Get. That's not what this platform is about. This platform is about transformation. This platform is about transforming your mind so you can be the person that has the thing and know that the thing comes to you. You ain't got to try to go get nothing. And remember, I told you, affirming, your affirmation is your conversation. It always will be. Is what you're talking about, you're bringing about. Because what you're talking about, you're thinking about, and that's what you bring about. So as long as when you robotically affirm, you didn't cancel it out with your conversation 10 minutes later. Yep. Hey, Anthony Moore said, when you truly know yourself, then you will love yourself and you will be able to surrender to yourself because you you know that you have your own best interest at heart always. Yep. Have you noticed you get what you want even when you're not feeling great? Yep. The feeling doesn't matter. It's the thought pattern. That's what, yep, Cece, that's what I was just saying that earlier, right, Cece? Your feelings don't matter. It's your thoughts. People have been upset, have been flustered and frustrated and still crying and still got the blessing. Because once it's impressed in the subconscious, it shall be expressed. And it's impressed through what? Repetition of thoughts. It's impressed through repetition of thoughts. It's impressed through repetition of thoughts. So why would we have such a spectrum of emotion if we weren't supposed to feel them? Right. Absolutely. Oh, thank you, Anthony. Okay. So if I'm sad, I still can manifest it. I still keep thinking the thought. That's it. Because here's the thing. Who said that you were sad, Jasmine, other than you? You said you were sad. Who said that you were feeling sad? What is sad? What does it mean to be sad? How are you defining that? What does sadness look like? How are we defining that? Just use the feelings as the comments to bring your thoughts back to what you want. That's it. That's it. That is what Abraham Hicks meant, even if they didn't say it, even if they were abstracting their teaching. That's what they meant by the emotional guidance system. But you weren't supposed to use the emotional guidance system to determine if you could have or not have a thing. That's where they erred from the faith. That's when they went to the right or to the left and they didn't stay on the path. Your emotions don't keep you from experiencing a thing. Unless you create that law. Unless you tell yourself, oh, I'm mad, so it can't happen. That's your doubt. See, with doubt, now you're canceling out faith. Doubt is different from sadness. Doubt is different from crying. Doubt is different from anger. Doubt is different from frustration. Doubt is saying something can't happen. That's different. But they always say, feel the feeling with, well, never said that. Yes, but he wasn't talking about emotions. Yep, you still gonna get it. Say it, CC. You're still going to get it. Yes, but the feeling sad is it bringing about doubt, Jasmine? If the sadness isn't bringing about doubt, which is the opposite of faith, right? Doubt, fear is the opposite of faith. Sadness is just the opposite of feeling joy or happy in the moment. It's okay to be sad. It's okay to be a little disappointed. Just as long as you don't allow it to what? Have you to sin, to miss your aim in life. Say, I got my SP back. It's the money. All right, you got your SP back. All right. Oh, you're welcome, Bright Star. Okay, I understand. Look, I don't have doubt, just down a little bit. I still keep good. There you go. That's it. It's doubt that keeps you from experiencing, right? It says without faith, which is the trusting, which is the knowing, which is the belief or believing, which is accepting, it is impossible to please him. It is impossible to realize anything without faith, without trusting, without knowing, right? It is because of your unbelief. But if you have the faith of the seed of the grain of a mustard, if you have the faith of the grain of a mustard seed, you should say unto that mountain, be thou removed and cast into the sea. When you realize that that which you desire, you already are, you should say to those mountains of circumstances that tell you you can't have it, to be thou removed and cast into a sea. That's it. One moment. My feet are cold. I ain't got no socks on. Gotta put something on my feet. Get this cover. Ugh. All right, I'm back. My feet cold. Ugh. I'm over here by this window, that's why. Because I wanted some natural sunlight. I didn't want to turn the light on. Yep, if you can believe, you can have it. So stop giving your power away. Stop giving your desire away because of some emotion that you had. Because people are always trying to give you a reason why you can't have something. And no, don't nobody know them. That just shows you everybody don't understand the laws of mind. And some people are telling you this because they're looking for you to come to them because they want to think that they have all the answers. Nobody has all the answers, right? The answer is within you. The answer has always been within you and will always be within you. And some people make this a little bit more difficult than it needs to be. It's not as difficult as people try to make it to be. The only thing that keeps you from experiencing your desire is your unbelief. That's it. Not your anger, not your crying, not your sadness, right? Not your frustration, not your disappointment, just your lack of faith. Just your fear and your unbelief. Fear, unbelief, lack of faith, those words are synonymous. Doubt, fear, unbelief, disbelief, unfaithfulness, all those words are synonymous. That's what keeps you from the blessing. Yeah, say impress on you. Have a stronger sense of self. Money is just like the SP. Yep. There's no true separation. It's just an illusion. So treat them the same. That's it. The will of God is the will of man. There's no separation. If you desire it, then it's yours. What does Mark 11:24 says? Therefore I say to you, whatsoever you desire when you pray, believe you have received it, and what? You shall have it. And all things that you ask in prayer, believing you have received it, and you shall have it. It all begins and ends with you. God is not separate from you. God is you. You are God. You are God. I and my Father are one. Your awareness of being, that's who God is. Your own mind. Thank you. Thank you. So if you want it, it's already yours. Yes. Yep, you sure can. See them with the job that they desire. Yep. See them and imagine them congratulating you. You know? I mean, imagine you congratulating them rather. Or imagine them telling you about how, they love their new job, is, it's better than they ever could imagine. They're making more money. They love the people that they work for. They love the responsibilities. It's just an awesome job, Right, April. Say never made sense for me for us to have a desire, but it not be God's will. Yeah, that's just the excuse people use for not believing. That's it. Oh, no problem, Jennifer. You're welcome. Yes, and you don't even have to tell them that you're quote unquote praying for them, right? Because that's what you're doing. You're giving thanks for their desire. And you're going to, remain faithful to that knowing. And you're not doing anything to make it so, right? You're not giving them suggestions like, "Ooh, I saw this job opening," or "Ooh, did you try over here? Ooh, did you apply over there?" No, if they have already have the job, you shouldn't be suggesting to them how to get the job. They already have it. So they don't need you suggesting to them how they should get it, what opportunities are out there, and oh my goodness, you should be applying to this one, or, they don't need your help. The moment you gave thanks for them already having it was all the help they needed. It was your belief that they already have the job. That's as far as the help they need from you. They don't need no more help from you. So why would different people have different desires? There's no mistake. You want it because you're supposed to get it. Yes, that's it. So I need to get rid of victim mindset and insecurities. Yeah, it's just it's just all about how you talk to yourself, Clara. Decide how you're going to, start loving on you, right? Start recognizing the truth of your being, that you're enough. And you have to keep telling yourself these things. Keep reminding yourself. That's when you wake up in that spirit of gratitude. You go to sleep in the spirit of gratitude, right? You're being thankful for all things seen and all those things not seen. You're being thankful for everything that's taking place in the background, for how everything is shifting in the background, how everything is playing out just as it is supposed to. So you're going to give thanks for everything seen as well as those things that you cannot see. That know everything is working out for me. I'm so thankful. I am so blessed that I get to understand who I am, that I get to see myself differently now. I no longer have to see myself the way I saw myself. I get to see myself as this amazing being that's prospered and that's prosperous and successful in all that I do. That my words, they are spirit and they are life. That I share, decree, and declare a thing, and it shall come to pass. And I'm going to remain faithful to this knowing. I'm going to remain faithful to this knowledge, to this understanding of who I am. I am love. I am kind. I am generous. I am giving. I am knowing. I am powerful. I am health. I am wealth. I am success. I am all these things. Yep. Tell yourself what you want to be, not what you don't. That's it. That's it. Like I'm manifesting weight loss without workout, but I shouldn't keep getting on the scale. Well, it's not you shouldn't keep getting on the scale. It's that you're trying to say how you should lose weight. Just see that you've already lost it. Stop trying to determine what shouldn't happen and how it shouldn't happen. You don't know how it should happen. Just see yourself with the weight loss. And whatever needs to happen will happen. You just don't know. You may just find out that you like working out, that you actually enjoy it. It may not be the conventional workouts. You may get into a dance class. You may do Pilates. You may do, what's some of the other different types of yoga. You may find yourself liking some things, bike riding, skating. You just don't know. Don't limit yourself. That's you putting consciousness in the box and you trying to tell God how you should lose weight. You're trying to tell the Father that knows all things with your finite mind. You're trying to tell infinite mind how it should happen. Your finite mind has no idea how infinite mind works. You're already lost the weight. Stop trying to say how it should happen. Hey, Janine, Grand Rising. See, now that you've lost the weight, did you go on a shopping spree? Did you donate your old clothes? Did you donate them to Salvation Army or the Goodwill? Or did you have your friends come over, those who may be able to, wear that size clothing? Did you all decide to do a garage sale? Now that you had to get a fresh new wardrobe. That's where your mind should be living in the end. Now that you're this person, you got all your friends and family saying, oh my goodness, Jasmine, girl, you looking good. How did you drop that weight so easily? I just saw you like a month ago. What? Girl, what's going on? You're looking good. You snatched for the summer. You summer ready. Oh my goodness. Be playful with it. Have fun with it. That's it. So we got to watch actions that keep us and don't have state. And your actions come from your mindset. So pay attention to what you're thinking. Pay attention to them thoughts. Right thinking produces right action. I started deciding the period in between to be fun, not a state of longing. Yes. That's it. Hey, peace and blessings, Sunflower. Hey, Sunflower Goddess. Hey, thank you, Janine. Abundance is a mindset. You have to pay attention to those thoughts. When you're recognizing that you're saying, I'm an abundant person, right? Pay attention to those conversations you have with friends and family. Pay attention to those thoughts when you go spend your money, right? When you decide to spend your money, pay attention to when you go to the grocery store, go to the gas station, if you're just deciding to order online or if you're going to the physical store. Pay attention to your thoughts. Are you tripping about how much stuff costs? When you're at work or you're online or whoever you're having a conversation with and they get to talking about money, what is your contribution to the conversation? Because that's your affirmation. I just want you to know that. That conversation you just had with the co-workers or with the family or with the best friend or with the significant other or whatever you were communicating with that person regarding finances, that's what you really believe. So are you speaking from a place of wealth? Or are you speaking from a place of lack? Like, I can't believe this grocery bill. Ooh, they tripping. I can't believe these gas prices. Did you see those gas prices? They tripping. I know we didn't use this much heat. I know it wasn't this cold. Why is this gas bill so high? Is those the thoughts that you have? Pay attention. Don't judge it. I'm just saying pay attention. Because when you recognize that you're thinking from a lackful state, just change it. You don't have to, be analyzing it and criticizing it and judging it and beating yourself up. I can't believe I did. Oh, why did I think I was triggered? Oh, no, none of that. Just recognize that you're doing it and then revise it. Even if you did think those thoughts, just change them. It's like, oh man, I was tripping about how much my credit card bill was. Okay, nope. Actually, that was a check I received. That credit card bill, that actually was a check I received, and it's being deposited into my account. Yeah, that's actually what happened. Yeah, that large credit card bill was actually an unexpected check. That's what it was. And I'm depositing that into my account. Right, vacation. You said vacation is a mindset. It is. I've already booked 3 vacations for the year. I've already booked 3 vacations. I'm trying to figure out where else I want to go. So we're going to Montego Bay in April. Then we're doing a cruise in June. We're taking our youngest daughter. She's graduating 8th grade. We're taking her on a cruise. And then we're going to Cancun in November. So thinking of some other places I want to go. You know, maybe somewhere local, because all of those, you know, the cruise will be to the Bahamas. So I know I eventually want to go to Thailand. I do want to go to Japan, Greece, Egypt. Those are on my bucket list. Thailand, Japan, Greece, and Egypt. So got to see. Probably won't do those this year, but definitely will do one of those, you know, soon. Maybe this year. We'll see. See how it all plays out. We'll see. Yep. I say one time I went to a trip with little funds, didn't know how I was going to get by, but decided it would all work out. Then some guy ended up paying for everything for me unexpectedly. I was surprised because I thought it would work out much different. There you go. You just never know how it's all going to pan out. That is awesome, CC. Love that. You know, we love success stories around here. Love the success stories. Yeah, your conversation is your affirmation. Yep, with utilities, I don't complain. I'm grateful they are paid because I used to complain. Okay, Janine. Yep. So that's the key. Staying away from condemnation and judgment of all kinds. That's it. It is. Say I food shop and I say, that's it, man. I got this. I can afford this. Right. Yep, you're always taken care of. You weren't put here to struggle unless you decide it's so. That's what we have to remember. You're deciding to struggle. You don't have to. Life no longer has to be a struggle. Life was meant to be light and easy. Hey, OB, how you be? How are you? Everything is wonderful. Ooh, so grateful. Car insurance just dropped $122. I was so too pumped today. That is great. Wow. Yep, vacation can happen locally and in your home too. Yeah, like I say, Sage, my life is a vacation. I don't work outside of my home. You know, I don't work. So my life is a vacation. I've already claimed that, you know. So I'll say like the other places around the world, like the UK, they call it a holiday, right? They say they go on a holiday. You know, we over here in the US, we call it a vacation. They call it a holiday. So I'm like, I will be going on a holiday, you know, in April and June and November. But my life is a vacation. So, hey, El Glaze. See, one of mine is Singapore after I saw the movie. Oh, yes. I like that movie too. Crazy Rich Asians. Yes. So I can pray for my daughter that needs her own place to live. She's facing many challenges. Like, I have 3 adult children, Bright Star. And so I always just say, how I think of my children, I'm like, they'll figure it out. And then I just know that they will. That, you know, they all are in different, you know, different stages of their life. Although, because I have a 31-year-old, a 21-year-old, and a 20-year-old. And they're all at different stages. And I used to think that their life should have a certain path and should go a certain way. Now, I do give suggestions to them, like, oh, you should do this, you know. But eventually, it all comes down to, I just say within myself, they'll figure it out. Everything will work out just fine. And they just figure it out, and they just work out just fine. Everything just, and all of them had their different challenges throughout, you know, their different experiences or whatever. When I had the old mindset, of course, that was something different. So we're not going to talk about the old mindset. Now that I understand the law of mind, right, I recognize it's not up to me to try to fix anything. It's only for me to believe all is well. That's it. I'm just to believe that all is well. And since I believe all is well, all is well. How it all shapes up, how it all comes together, none of my business. I don't get to decide that. I just decide that all is well. So if you have something specifically that you want to manifest for your daughter, then you would use these 4 steps. You would decide what it is. You would give thanks for it. You're acknowledging that the thing you asked for already is. You remain faithful to it. You trust it, you know it, you believe it, you receive it, and then you receive it, which is you allow it, you be still. You don't do anything. You don't have to go and give your daughter, say, well, I suggest you do this, or I think you should do that, or want you to do it this way, or want you to do it that way. No, know that the infinite mind that is guiding and leading you is that same mind that will guide and lead her, will show her, the unfoldment for her will come in the most easy way and natural way possible, and you just have to trust the process. You don't have to tell her what to do or how to do it. Know that it's already done. The thing that she desires or that you're desiring for her already exists. It's already a done deal. You don't have to try to figure anything out. Just know it's already done, whatever it is you're desiring. So once you make the decision and stay firm in the end goal, you just got to relax, grab a snack and watch. Yup. Yeah, Singapore is so beautiful. So expectations are limitations. See, it really sounds so easy. Yes, it really is. It was meant to be easy. We just got to stop making it hard. We just got to stop making it difficult. We just got to stop making it hard. Got to stop making it difficult. Trust the process. We have to do something that here's the thing. We thought we made things happen, but we didn't. We never made anything happen. Everything happened as a result of our beliefs and our thoughts about it. But we thought the cause was our action, but the cause was always our mental. So we said, well, the reason, I got this thing was because of what I did. When actually, the reason you got the thing was because of who you said you were. And your actions had to follow that belief. So even though we thought we were making things happen, we never were. And so now that you understand that you never made anything happen, now you can take the stress and the worry out of it. Now you can take the strain and the struggle out of it. Now you realize you don't have to bust a brain vessel trying to figure out what to do. Everything will just happen naturally. It is. Hey, Lisa. Yep. We've been programmed that everything is hard. Not true. It's really easy. Yep. Tell yourself it's easy. I know how to do this. It's like breathing. Yep. We don't tell our lungs how to breathe. That's it. Hi, Lush Chula. Welcome. And that's why I have the free books that I offer that for those that are beginning new on this journey, or maybe finding it a little challenging, for lack of a better word, with transforming your thinking. I offer the Daily Diamond Gems, the 30-day transformation journey, and the Recipe for Life. And the Daily Diamond Gems, that's a book of affirmations and scripture. And so the affirmations, again, are just suggestions, right? So to help you change the way you think about you. And I give you the scriptures that also remind you of who you are, and that you are here to live the abundant life. And then the 30-day transformation journey, that's a daily, 30 days, daily scripture, daily affirmation, as well as an explanation of scripture to help you transform your thinking. Because scripture reminds you to be not conformed to this world, but what? Be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. That's how you change. You have to change the way you think. As a man thinks in his heart, so is he, right? You are justified by your words, and you are condemned by your words. In the beginning was the Word. The Word was with God, and the Word was God, and then the Word became flesh. It became something you could see, taste, feel, touch, which is the same thing. Touch, smell, right? Yep, eliminate fear and replace it with some trust, because you made it this far, right? That's it. You practice this just like everything. Yep, believe you can, and you can go from magic of believing. Yep. Because if you believe you can't, you're right about that too. But why not believe that you can? Why not believe that all things are possible to you? Why not put your faith and trust in you? Why not, like Cece said, you got this far. You didn't come this far and come to this realization and knowing about the mind to not being able to actualize your desire, right? That's what the Bible keeps reminding you of. When you understand this law of mind, you shall have every desire you want. You should get the desires of your heart when you understand that everything the result of your thinking. It's the result of your thinking. That your power is in your word, right? Death and life are in the power of the tongue. You get to speak your life into existence. You get to speak your life into existence. You do. You get to speak your life. Yep. Yep, like the little engine that could. I think I can. I think I turn. Choo choo. I think I can. Now it's I know I can, right? I think I can. I know I can. I think, right? Just know thinking is not about guessing or wishing. Thinking is knowing. It's what you think about you will be true about you. And you can make believe anything in this reality. Yes, hey Tova the creator. Yes. Say amen. Hello. Is that Queen of Hearts? Yes, creating my reality. You get to. Since we understand that this whole world is make-believe, right? As we say that an assumption, though false, if persistent in, shall harden into fact. You keep believing it's true. You keep accepting it's true. You shall experience it. Yeah, the success stories you hear is your reality trying to remind you of how much power and potential you have. Yes. What did your emojis mean? What did your signs mean? That's what I just said. That's how it looked like a queen heart. So the opposite of decision is consideration. One must commit. You must commit. Yep. Commit, remain faithful, be diligent, be steadfast. All those wonderful, amazing words. Yes, just decide. What do you want? And it can be general, right? You could just be, I just want to be happy. I just want to be happy. You know, and infinite intelligence knows exactly what is required to make you have a smile on your face and make you feel good about you, right? To make you feel wonderful and amazing and delightful. Infinite intelligence knows exactly what that looks like, right? It's intelligent. It's the wisdom of the ages. It knows exactly what is required to bring your happiness, right? So if you're saying I want to be happy, you're not going to experience any lack. You're not going to experience anyone mistreating you or, being unfaithful or being disloyal or being dishonest. No. Because you're desiring happiness and freedom and peace and love and kindness and all of those good things, which is seeking first the kingdom. Then, of course, because you choose happiness, the things that you need to make for a happy life will be added unto you. It will just naturally come into your world. And then you can get specific if you choose to get specific, right? You can say, well, actually, I want a particular type of house. I've been desiring this type of house for God knows how long. I want so many square footage. I want so many bedrooms, so many bathrooms. I want this, I want a house on the lake or a house on the beach. Whatever it is you want, right? I want to live in a specific location. I want to move to a different type of country. I want to experience other cultures. Whatever it is. I say every day of my life is a success story. Yes. Say either you have it or you don't. That's what I tell myself. You got to know that you already possess all things. That's why this isn't about getting. This is about being. This is about recognition that the thing you desire, you already have. It's already yours. Just allow it to come to you. Stop chasing. Stop trying to figure out how to get a thing and realize that you already are that what you desire. It's about being. Being. Who do you say I am? See, once you pay attention to how you think, you can't help but see the patterns of how it shows up for you. Yes, that's it. Hello, Tina. Hello. It does show up. Because when you start chasing, that's when you start going and trying to pay for results. You don't have to pay for results. They automatically come. But that's because you're chasing and you're trying to get a thing as opposed to be a thing. Being brings it to you. And you ain't got to pay for it. Say yep, I spent a year chasing it. Yeah. Say, could I talk about revision? Yep. Yeah, so revision is just something took place in your world, in your experience. It could have been as small as a conversation. It could be, maybe, you tried to get a home loan and you originally were denied. Or maybe it was a job you were desiring and they sent you a declination letter. Whatever it was, you take that experience and you remember it differently. So, say you got denied for a home loan. How you going to remember it differently? This is what I would do. This is how I use revision. Not saying you have to, do it exactly how I would do it. but you know, this is how I revise. I say, well, what actually happened was they approved me for more money than I ever thought they would. Actually, I got approved for way more than I thought that I would qualify for. That's what actually happened. And so every time it would come into my mind, I would say, well, actually, I got approved for way more than I thought I would qualify for. That's what actually happened. And so I keep saying it every time it comes to my mind. If I'm in the shower and it comes to my mind, I say, well, actually happened. I got approved for way more than I thought I qualified for. Washing the dishes, doing, you know. Actually what happened, I got qualified for more than I actually thought I would get qualified for. Going to sleep. You know, what actually happened, they qualified, I got approved, and they qualified me for way more money than I ever thought I would. And then in a way you don't know, in a way you least expect, you get approved. I can give you an actual experience that I've had with revision, with revising. You know, like I've told the story many times about how, you know, decided to see my husband's ex-wife differently, and how I had an argument with a cousin that, you know, didn't go the way I, you know, wanted to go, and I revised those situations. And with the ex-wife, you know, that caused them to fire the lawyers, to stop going back and forth to court. They have a great co-parenting relationship now. When I revised the story with the cousin, you know, things happened where we never even talked about it. There was no apologies. There was no. It was as if that disagreement never took place. And that's what I did. Every time I would think of those two different situations, I would say, well, actually, and then with my husband's ex-wife, I would just say about her, I was like, she's an amazing mom. She has an amazing, she's very profitable in her business because she owns a brunch spot. And so, and every time I thought of her, I was like, you know, she's doing the best she can. She loves her daughter. She wants the best for her daughter. She wants the best what's best for her daughter. Just like we want what's best for her daughter. You know, just every time I thought of her, I just thought amazing things about her. I was like, well, you know, I would want to be thought of amazingly. So I'm taking the scripture to heart. Do unto others as you will have them do unto you. So I'm going to think about her the way I would want to be thought of. I would want to be thought of as cordial and kind and loving and understanding and compassionate. And so that's how I decided to think of his ex-wife in that way. Hey, Saturn. Say, have a great day today, Toyia and viewers. Oh, thank you, Cece. Thank you so much. You have an enjoyable day as well. Say, I got so much to revise today. That's okay. Oh, you're welcome, Tina. Say, revision. Yes, yes. Say, I don't have much to do throughout the day, so I think too much about what I don't want. Try to switch it up, Clara. Try to just you know, go for walks. Like, what some hobbies do you have? You know, do you have some things that can, you know, take your mind off of what's currently taking place? Yes, thank you, Cece, for that. Yep. Hey, Elizabeth. So I did that with the ex's wife. And that was after she attacked me in front of me. Oh, wow. Yep. right. Say her, not me, right? See, now we have a great relationship. That's lovely. That is amazing, Elizabeth. Yes. Wow. I love that. Yep. Wow. Yep. Beautiful. Yep, forsake me. I'm Lord. Yes. Hey, Lord God Almighty. Hey, Crystal. I'm doing well. How are you? Yes. Yes, because everything is moldable, right? Everything is revisable. Everything is you can change anything. You don't have to accept any experience. Every unfavorable, unwanted experience can be changed. Does that mean you're changing everything? No, some things, you should only change things that bother you, right? If you didn't like the way a conversation went, or you didn't like the results of something that you applied for that you wanted, if just change that. But that doesn't mean you're going through your life just always revising. It's your world. You get to decide. Some things you can just be like, oh, it's, I'm cool with that, whatever. It happened. It was an experience. That's okay, to each his own. Do what makes you feel good. You want to make this life enjoyable. You don't want to be going through like you're regretting and that you're making mistakes and everything is just all over the place all the time. That's not. No. Have fun. Enjoy. Let the experience be joyful. Let it be, don't. Just be careful. Don't be trying to judge life all the time. It's okay. It's okay. Right. I have experiences, not problems. That part. It really is how you decide to perceive a thing. That's exactly what I say. No problems, just experiences. That's it. There are no failures. There are only experiences. Remember, there is no failure in God, and you're God, so you can't fail, right? Love never fails. You're just experiencing this thing we call life. That's it. You're just having a human experience. Sometimes things go this way. Sometimes things go that way. The experience is just for what? Clarification. That's it. See the experience just as clarification. That's it. That's it. It's just clarification. Now you know more of what you do want or less of what you don't want. That's it. Can I change that I got all 6 numbers for lottery in one instead of getting only 4? Of course. Of course. You've already won, Bright Star. Didn't you know you already won a jackpot? So what are you doing with this money? How are you doing it? Did you think about what banking institution you're going to put it in? Have you considered that? Are you hiring lawyers? Are you setting up trust funds, or are you setting up trust funds like legacies for the generations after you? Like, how many generations are you going to think outward from you, right? Is it up to the 3rd, 4th, 5th, or 6th generation? How are you gonna, your legacy, your trust and everything? Are you investing? Do you think you'll buy property? How properties? Will you move out of state? Do you have a certain neighborhood or suburb or city that you would like to experience? Have fun with it, because you never know, when you get the money, you may change all of that. When the money shows up, you may get different tastes. By the time the money is deposited into the bank account, you may have decided something totally different. But right now, okay, well, yeah, well, that's okay. That's okay. That's okay. But now you have the money. What does your life look like now, right? Are you having a family meeting? Are you going to have like a big party? Are you going to go on like a year cruise? Like, you want a jackpot, so you got some money. You got hundreds of millions of dollars. Like, have fun with it. Does it feel normal? Does it feel weird? Does it feel strange? Is it a feeling that you got to get used to? Like, is it natural for you to have this lottery jackpot? Have you made it like natural for you? Like, yeah, we're supposed to have this money. This is supposed to be my life. This is how my life is supposed to look. So I'm definitely bored of seeing people in happy relationships when I want to be in one. Well, you can't say, okay, you're bored. Not bored with seeing other people in happy relationships. You can't be bored of seeing people in happy relationships when you want to be in one. How you gonna be bored of seeing that which you desire? Do you know that they're just reflecting you? They're reflecting the state in which you desire to be. How you gonna be bored of that? So are you creating that you're gonna be bored of being in a happy one yourself? Are you gonna quickly bore of that too? Hey, dream woman. Say the world global reset restoration requires all people to identify yourself. Okay. So how can I change the story of a man who has fears? I know I shouldn't say it, but I'm saying it to ask you. Well, you see someone that is confident, someone that trusts themselves, someone that has gotten to know that their peace, their power, their love can only come from within themselves. And so they've learned to love themselves, trust themselves, be at peace with themselves, and be confident within themselves. And so when you think of them, that's how you think of them. And you don't think of them any other way than in that way. And every time you think of them, that's how you must think of them. And even when you see them, that's how you must see them. Even if they're showing you something different, you say, oh, that's the old story. I don't agree with that. I already rewrote the story. Right? Oh, okay. So you're in a new home with your sons and daughters. Beautiful. That's it. Hey, Karma. Say hi. Can I ask when you feel off because you notice your SP is in himself and you realize you looked outside of you? You ask, is your manifestations even working because they haven't asked you out? You can't go by, you're giving in to what you don't want as opposed to what you do want. But here's the thing, do you know you're creating what you're noticing? You're only noticing it because you're thinking it, because you're creating it. You have to decide to think differently, and then you'll see something differently, Karma. It's your thoughts about it that you're seeing. Why aren't we believing the best? Why aren't we accepting the best of the SP? Why are we feeding into what we don't want? You have to be so careful. You have to be mindful of what you're giving your attention to. Change your thoughts. Don't judge them. Don't criticize. Just notice that you're not thinking the very best and decide to think the best of the SP. Start to think that everything is well and everything is going well because it is. And the reason why it's going well because you say it's going well. The reason they've asked you out because you said they've asked you out. That you're actually having an amazing time on your date. Hey, Claire. Oh, no, I don't do one-on-ones. Hello, Teresa. See you later, Gigi. You're welcome. You have an awesome day as well. Yes. Just talk to yourself, Karma. Talk to yourself. Remind yourself that all is well. Everything is going smoothly. Everything is happening just as it's supposed to be. All is well. But yes. When you say fears of marriage, well, is it fears of marriage or is it that they just don't want to be married? That's not everybody's desire. Not everybody desires marriage. Some people just don't want to be married. I don't think it necessarily is a fear. Some people just don't want to give into that societal construct. So is it really a fear or is it just they just don't have a desire for marriage? And you're saying that it's a fear because you don't agree with their decision. But who decided that it's a fear? Did they say they was afraid of marriage? Did they say they feared marriage? Or is this something that you're saying? Well, stop saying that you're manifesting your SP back and say that you're already together. That's living in the end. That the relationship is just as you imagined. It's beautiful. It's wonderful. You're having a good time. It's better than you ever could have imagined. You have to see yourself as already with them. Not how you're going to get them or that they're going to come. They're already there. You have to see yourself as already being with them. You're not trying to get something. It's about being, not getting. And that's where a lot of us go wrong. We think we're trying to make something happen. No, you're already with your SP. So you need to think from that mindset. So now that you're together, what are you doing? Are you having conversations more on the phone? Are you texting more? Are you going out more? Is communication better? Do you have a better understanding? It's blissful, it's loving, it's nurturing, like what does that look like now? Yes, you are in a relationship. That's it. Okay, but don't say that don't say if he has a fear of marriage. There's no fear there. You're saying this fear. So you're creating that reality. There's no fear. Your boyfriend isn't in fear. Just say that, the relationship has ended in marriage. That you're in a loving, happy marriage. He can't see himself with anyone other than you. That you have, you have forever and a lifetime of happiness and joy and bliss together. So don't label the experience. You're labeling it, so that makes it that's making it difficult for you to manifest it, because you're calling it fear. That's not a fear. He's actually reflecting to you your fear. You're fearful that you won't be married, but you're saying it's him when it's actually you. You're the one who's fearful that you won't end in marriage. Yep, that's it. Everyone is you pushed out, dream woman. That's it. Remember, you're the only thinker in your reality. Thus, you're the only creator. So now enjoy the moments, dream woman. Enjoy the unfoldment of the relationship. Enjoy it. Just let things happen and unfold naturally. Enjoy being with one another and loving one another and experiencing one another. And know that ends in marriage. That the end is marriage. But just enjoy it. Be present. Stop thinking so far ahead and be in the moment of now. Let things happen naturally, organically. Stop putting pressure on it. Get out of your head. Oh. Hey, Red Mama Yeti. I don't know if you said something prior to that. But I'm going to get ready to get on out of here, guys. Yes, I'm over the 2-hour mark. I'll be back on later tonight. So hopefully catch you guys later tonight. But I'm about to get out of here. Thank you guys for spending your morning with me. And you have a awesome rest of your day. And hopefully I can catch you guys tonight. Thank you. See you later.